After being consistent in the gym for a year, I started to take my sleep seriously. I started to research all these things like, yeah, sleep is so important for muscles, and sleep is so fucking important for recovery, for growing, for every testosterone. And I started to take it seriously. I learned how to improve my sleep, watched all the sleep guys, whatever. And for the first time in my life, actually, I started to sleep well. So this was like a few years ago. I started to sleep well. I started to finally sleep like a king. I started to sleep good. And it impacted my gym sessions. Like I started having a lot better gym sessions. I started to grow more muscle, and my testosterone went up. I had a lot more energy. I was feeling so much better because I had a great sleep. And so I learned a lot of things about sleep, what works, what doesn't work, and I improved my sleep a lot. In this video, I'm gonna give you the blueprint that's gonna skyrocket your sleep, and you're gonna recover better, and you're gonna make so much more gains in the gym. So first of all, the biggest thing when it comes to sleep, the most important thing, I'm saying this to you, you should write this in your fucking wall. You should get a fucking piece of paper and write this somewhere. The biggest thing that's gonna improve your sleep is regularity. Being regular with your bedtime. And all these things how long you sleep, and okay, sleep, what you do before sleep, nighttime routine, and not using blue light. These things come after this. The biggest thing is by far is regularity. You gotta be regular. You gotta be going to sleep every single night at the same time and waking up every single morning at the same time. That's the most important thing. If you just do this, if you don't even pay attention to your I don't know, blue light, and I don't know, reading before sleep, and meditating for 20 minutes so you can sleep better. If you don't do any of this and you just focus on regularity, going to bed at the same time every single night and waking up every single morning at the same time, if you just do this, you will have the best sleep that you had in your entire fucking life. The best sleep. I learned this from Matthew Walker. So a couple of months ago, when I was doing a little cutting phase, I was losing some body fat to show off. And I was watching this guy called Matthew Walker. I was eating my meal and watching this guy, Matthew Walker. He's a big sleep expert. Maybe you know him. He had a podcast with Chris Williamson, and watching him, he was talking that the biggest thing when it comes to your sleep, when it comes to improving your sleep, is regularity. He talked about all these studies and whatever, and he told that you need to have a sleep window which is a maximum of 15 minutes. So if you go to bed at 10 p.m. every single night, you shouldn't be going to bed later than 10:15 or earlier than 9:45. So it's 15 minutes. It's same with waking up. If you're waking up every single morning at 8 a.m., you shouldn't be waking up earlier than 7:45 and later than 8:15. And this means having a 1-2 hour sleep window is so fucking unhealthy for you. So bad for your health. I'm telling you, so fucking bad. If you go to bed at 10 p.m. every single night, but then one night you go to bed at 9 or 11:30, that's so unhealthy for you. So unhealthy for you. Extremely. And if we're being honest, it's not that big of a sleep window. Because you have a lot of nights where maybe you go out a little bit, and your social event, whatever, and you go to bed 1 hour later than your usual time, and that's so fucking unhealthy for you. So fucking unhealthy. Or earlier or later. And if you do it like 2-3 hours, it's like completely unhealthy. So 15 minutes is the max that you should have. And I want to talk about a routine that you can follow before going to bed so you can fall asleep faster. And if you want me to give you the full blueprint for you to build your dream body faster in like as little time as possible to build 10 out of 10 physique, check the link in the description. I have the best deal for you. It's my aesthetic body course. Why I tell you everything you need, and I give you the exact workout routine that you should do, and you're gonna build your dream physique faster than ever if you follow this. The before bed routine that you should have is like 1 hour before you go to bed, you should set yourself an alarm. Set yourself an alarm 1 hour before bed. So I did this like a couple of months ago, and it helps you a lot. Okay. 1 hour before bed, you have an alarm. When that alarm goes off, you like, yeah, it's bedtime. So turn it off, the alarm. You close the lights, whatever, and then you go into your bedtime routine. Okay, you brush your teeth, you read some book, or like you in a darker place. Okay, you're not gonna just sit here in a fucking like light where the lamp is open and fucking ruins your eyes and you can't sleep. In a darker place, you're reading some book, you're reading from your phone in like the lowest brightness and some eye comfort. You're reading the book, you're falling asleep, and then when it comes to your bedtime, which let's say it's 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. You close everything, you turn off, and you sleep. Of course, some nights you can't sleep. Some nights, yeah, like you go to bed at like 10 p.m. and like you toss and turn around and like, no, I can't sleep. It doesn't matter. As I said, the biggest thing is going to bed at the same time every single night and waking up at the same time every single morning. Even if you go to bed and you can't sleep, you've won. Like, if you went to bed at the usual time that you go to, and you've woken up at the usual time that you wake up, you just won the game. Of course, as I said, sometimes you wake up a little bit earlier. Sometimes someone wakes you up. Like, life happens, okay, it's not that big of a problem. What I'm telling you is, do your best. Do your best to like not ruin your sleep, not ruin your usual bedtime. Do your best. Like sometimes, like, yeah, my life happens, like some shit happens, yeah, you like, okay, someone wakes you up like 30 minutes earlier, okay, like, fine. But try to like minimize all these things and focus on getting that regularity in. And that before bed routine helps a lot. And like, let's say 1 hour before bed, let's say you go to bed at like 10 p.m., you set the alarm at like 9 p.m., 9 p.m. it goes off. 9 p.m. you've already eaten your food, you've already like, I don't know, taken your shower or whatever. The alarm goes off, and then turn the alarm, you close the lights, you light the fucking phone, like the lowest brightness, eye comfort child, you open a PDF book, you start reading it. No, first you brush your teeth before this, and then you read, maybe like you meditate, I don't know. And then when it comes to your bedtime, 10 p.m., you can use, I recommend you like set a different alarm as well. So set first the alarm before bed, let's say 9 p.m., and then set an alarm for your exact bedtime. So let's say if it's 10 a.m., your alarm is going to go off at, if it's 10 p.m., your alarm is going to go off at 10 p.m. First one is at 9 p.m. and the second one is at 10 p.m. Of course, your bedtimes maybe can different. You can maybe go to bed at like, I don't know, 10:30, whatever. But 1 hour before it, set an alarm in the exact time that you go to bed, set an alarm. And of course, when you're waking up, you're going to have an alarm. Or if you don't have school, whatever, okay, don't have an alarm. But when you have school, that's so fucking important. Like, maybe you're watching this summertime, whatever. And then you start school, You wake up, okay, you go to bed at like 9 p.m. every single night, you wake up at 7 a.m. every single morning, fine. But then on the weekends, you wake up at like 7:30. Again, that's so unhealthy. Even at the weekends, you should be waking up at the same time. You should be waking up at the same time. 7 a.m. Okay, you should be waking up at the same time every single day. And the next point is that these fitness guys that you're watching, these fitness YouTubers, they don't know shit about sleep. They don't know shit. They're just gonna tell you like, yeah, just sleep, bro. Just go and sleep like 8 hours. And you think that, okay, if I go to bed one night at like 9 p.m. and I wake up at 7 a.m., okay, that's 9 hours bedtime, 10 hours. But then they tell you that the biggest thing is how long you sleep, because that's not the biggest thing when it comes to sleep. How long you sleep. Okay, it's so important. It's so important to have like a 9 to 12 hour bedtime. It's so important. But that's like the second thing that's important. The first thing, like if you don't have the first thing, if you're not regular, even if you're sleeping like 8 hours every single night, but one night you go to bed at like 12 a.m. and you wake up at like 8 a.m., okay, 8 hours, but then the next night you go to bed at like 10 p.m. and you wake up at like, I don't know, 7 a.m., okay, 9 hours, but it's not regular. You're still getting enough sleep, but it's not regular. And if it's not regular, even if you're getting enough sleep, you're not going to improve your sleep, you're not going to increase your testosterone, you're not going to make as much gains as possible. The biggest thing is regularity. And fitness YouTubers won't tell you this. They're just going to tell you, yeah, just sleep 8 hours, just sleep 10 hours. This doesn't work. So, don't listen to all these guys, just listen to me. I watch these sleep guys and I can tell you what to do. And that's it. First, regularity. Then it comes like sleep time, which is like, 9 to 12 hours bedtime. But if you don't have the regularity, if you're not regular with your sleep, it doesn't matter how long you're sleeping. It doesn't matter if you're sleeping like 15 hours. If you hear someone telling you like, yeah, bro, last night I went to bed like 9 p.m. and I woke up at like 7 a.m. and I'm like, 10 hours bedtime. It's fucking sick. Your testosterone is gonna go up, but it's not gonna go up. Because he usually goes to bed at like 12, 2 a.m., like 3 a.m., 1 a.m. And then just this night he went to bed at like 9 p.m., which you're gonna think is healthy, whatever, but it's not healthy because it's not his usual bedtime. He doesn't have a usual bedtime, so that's pretty unhealthy. So, worrying about your sleep, being so like obsessed with your sleep. Okay, I talked about, yeah, sleep is so important, regularity, whatever, before bedtime, but being so obsessed with your sleep, like worrying so much about sleep, obsessing over your sleep and like tracking it and like how long have I slept and like obsessing, should I like everything that you gotta do with sleep is gonna make your sleep worse. I'm telling you this. Your sleep is gonna get worse if you're overthinking about it. Sleep is one of these things that you gotta not think about it that much. Like, if you believe that you're getting enough sleep, even if you're not sleeping that fine, your sleep is gonna go up, because sleep is some placebo effect. Sleep is belief. If you believe that you're sleeping good, you're gonna sleep good. If you believe that you're sleeping so terrible, you're gonna sleep terrible and you're gonna get the bad fucking things of it, which is lower testosterone, lower energy, lower like gains in the gym. And if you believe that you're sleeping good, even if you're sleeping kind of shit, you're not gonna get as much of the negative things of like lower testosterone and whatever and all these things. So have a good belief. Think to yourself like, yeah, I sleep good. This is like the first thing they did to improve your sleep, to believe that, yeah, I'm sleeping good, I sleep good, like my sleep is so fucking good, I have good habits, my sleep is so fucking good. Believe this, say this in your mind. That's the first step to improve your sleep, even if it sounds fucking like stupid, because even like maybe right now you're not sleeping so well, or you're sleeping and to tell these things, yeah, I sleep so well. Maybe it sounds a bit cringe, but this is the first step to improve your sleep. As I said, sleep is one of these things where the power of belief comes ahead. Like, if you believe that you're sleeping worse, you're gonna sleep worse, and you're gonna get the negative things, which is like low testosterone, whatever. And if you believe that you're sleeping fine, you're gonna get the good benefits, which is like high testosterone and whatever. But you become so lazy after I told this to you, because you started like, yeah, okay, I can sleep like fucking shit. I can go to bed like random times, and I can have like I can sleep like 5 hours. But if I believe that I sleep good, my testosterone is gonna go up. You're still gonna need to have good sleep habits. You're still gonna need to like be regular, whatever, good bedtime, and then like believe that you're sleeping good. Don't like obsess over sleep that much, because it makes you sleep worse. I'm telling you. Don't obsess over it. And the way that you actually get 8 hours of sleep, because all these fitness guys will tell you like shit like, I don't know, yeah, go to bed at like 12 a.m. and wake up at 8 a.m. because it's 8 hours. It's not 8 hours, because when you go to bed at like 12 a.m., you toss and turn. It takes like some bit of time to fall asleep. And then when you're sleeping, you naturally just wake up. Even if you think that, no, I don't wake up at the night. You wake up, like you don't even realize it. If you actually get a sleep tracker and start tracking, you realize that you're waking up a lot. But as I said, don't track your sleep. It's not good to track your sleep, because obsessing over it is going to make everything worse. Stop tracking. Stop all this like sleep cycle and all these apps and Oura Ring and all this bullshit. Just believe that you're sleeping good. Delude yourself like, yeah, I'm sleeping good, whatever. And do the thing that I talked about. And the way that you actually get 8 hours of sleep is to stay in bed for like 9 to 12 hours. Because, as I said, you toss and turn, whatever. You go to bed and like you wake up in the middle of the night, whatever. To get like actual 8 hours of sleep, you should be in bed at like for 10 hours. 10 hours. Minimum 9 hours in bed to get 8 hours of sleep. That's what these fitness guys won't tell you. But most of them are on steroids, so even if they don't sleep that well, even if they don't do like good exercises, like they don't progressively overload, which everything that I'm preaching here, even if they don't do these things, they're still gonna grow, because most of them are taking steroids. Like even those fitness influencers, they are so fucking sure that they're natural, like, no bro, they're natural. Most of them are taking steroids, most of them. So even if they don't do these habits, even if they sleep like 5 hours, even if they just like don't pay attention to that diet, eat dirty, and like don't train the right way, they're still gonna grow. But you're not gonna grow because you're not taking any steroids. So you gotta know this. And then the importance of sleep. Sleep is so important. Like you should already know that sleep is so fucking important to increase your testosterone, to improve your recovery, to build more muscle, to like feel more energized. Because when you sleep good, like I said, regular, go to bed at the same time every single night, wake up at the same time every single morning, 9 to 12 hours bedtime, whatever, before bed routine, whatever. If you do this and you like improve your sleep, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have a lot more energy throughout the day. You're gonna feel a lot more fucking energized, happier, and like more fucking like higher testosterone, and all these things help you to do the most important thing if you want to build muscle. The most important thing to build muscle is to train hard. And when you slept well, when you're energized, when you're feeling like good, when you're feeling happier, you're gonna train a lot harder, a lot harder. So sleep helps. And not only with that, but also with recovery, because recovery is so important. Like, a lot of guys underestimate how important it is to like have rest days and to recover, because they think that they David Goggins, okay, fine. And sleep helps you recover better. And when you recover better, you grow more. You feel more energized again. Everything like You grow a lot more muscle. So pay attention to your sleep. Regularity is the biggest thing, as I said. Go to bed at the same time every single night. Wake up at the same time every single morning, and have like 9 to 12 hours of bedtime. Most importantly, delude yourself. Believe that, yeah, I'm actually sleeping good. My sleep is so fucking good. I'm sleeping good. That's the first way to improve. The first step to improve your sleep. Like step zero, the foundation is to believe that you're sleeping good. And then we're doing all these things like regularity, which is so fucking important, and like 9 to 12 hours bedtime, whatever. That's it. And this was a full guide on improving your sleep. If you want the fastest results to build your dream physique, check the link in the description, and I see you the next time.